What is up, everyone? Hi, I'm Shane, aka Nerd Show and Tell, and welcome to my stream. So we're live, coming at you. It is Friday, and it is New Helicopter Day. That's right, New Helicopter Day, which means I get to jump into DCS World today and fly a new helicopter I've never flown before. So today's new helicopter is the KA-50, and I heard good things about it. As most of you have watched lately, I've been learning to fly for my last 10 days, which is all I've been using DCS for, playing DCS. The last 10 days, I've been focusing mostly, probably 99 or 98% on the Huey, especially after the first 2 days where I kind of dinked around with a lot of different stuff. But from then on, I focused specifically on the Huey and learning to fly the Huey. And I have to say, I'm really comfortable with it now and flying it around. And yesterday and the day before, learning how to navigate the map, its radio functions, weapons functions, getting killed by other things a lot because it's not the problem. I love the Huey. It's a great helicopter. I even got a Huey model. Hey, welcome back. From the Ukraine. I got the Huey. I love the Huey for the fact that it's great to fly. However, it's great for transport and carrying things, but going out and search and rescue missions, pick up down pilots, that kind of thing. But I don't necessarily. It's not a tough helicopter, and it doesn't really have much in the terms of defensive capabilities. For example, you can't tell when you're getting locked by like missiles and radar. There's no alert. You just, boom, you're dead. Yeah, so you can't really, you have flares, but you don't really know you're being attacked. Or at least there's no way I've seen that you know you're being attacked. So I'm looking for something with some teeth and some defensive and offensive capabilities. And something more modern, and the KA-50 is a Russian attack helicopter. It's basically a flying tank. It's kind of like the equivalent of like an Apache for the U.S. and allies. So basically, it's going to be a very mean machine and a one-man flying tank. So I'm looking forward to flying it. I've heard it's fun to fly. I've heard it's very tough. And so I've started off. I actually was going to go in and program all my joysticks before stream today, but as soon as I jumped in it, I felt like I was going to betray my stream. I wasn't showing the start. So I jumped in. All I saw was a cockpit for the first time, and then I jumped out. I was like, well, I'm just going to save this for stream. And get it all set up on stream. And some people have asked me, you know, how I've reversed my throttle for helicopter flying, and various things on how I set up my joysticks. So this will be a good example of how I go in and using one of Chuck's guides, how I go in and set up my helicopter from start to finish, or actually from start to learning how to fly it and adjusting things as we go. So let's, one of the things also, something else came up today when I started, I was, hanging out with, Cajun Josh, before stream. And, one of the things after I got into DCS to join up with him just for a little bit, and I noticed there were some news announcements that, there's a new DCS 2.0 version, update 6, 2.11, update 6, I believe it is. And they had a new video, which was released approximately 7 hours ago now, which I have not watched, and I'm going to watch on stream right here, right now. So without any further delay, I want to see this new video. So here we go. All right. So, FA-18 Hornet. Nice. I'm right now I'm just a helicopter guy, but I know after I get through this helicopter, I'm going to be itching for some fixed wing aircraft. I think the next fixed wing aircraft I'm probably going to do, though, will be the one I want to do first is the A-10C, just because I love that plane. It's mean. It's that gun. And very nasty talk. Yeah, okay. Sorry, but I'm going to get into fixed wing aircraft, Josh, just so I can protect your helicopter from getting blown up and take out some of those crazy things that come after you. Those fast movers, those jets. Yeah. I'm gonna protect you from those fast movers and jets. You'll thank me. You will thank me someday for getting into fixed wing aircraft. But yeah. Oh, I haven't seen it. He's not around. I haven't seen him. I've been shot down like so many times I can't even count anymore. Nobody's protecting me. So, I think I saw you get shot down earlier today. So. Yeah, well, it'll be fun. So first off, today, let's focus. I'm gonna do helicopters today, and it's probably gonna last. It took me, I'd say, good 7 days of my normal stream hours to get a handle on the Huey, and I'm pretty comfortable with it now. I'm sure there's room for improvement, but I will always have a special place in my heart for the Huey, and I will jump back to it most of the time. No, it's not betrayal yet. I'm flying. I'm gonna fly the KA-50 today, so it's not betrayal. I'm still gonna be in DCS. I'm just gonna, when somebody shoots me down, I'm gonna be able to. When somebody shoots my helicopter down, I'm going to be able to go, okay, I want revenge, and jump in a jet and go shoot them down. Just saying. Now you got me all confused. I had this whole thing planned out. I was going to talk about all this stuff, and now I'm just, like, disoriented. Anyway, let's just get back into DCS. Let's go to the DCS world. Start the KA-50. It's new helicopter day. I'm super excited. I'm stoked. As people used to say, I think it's gonna be lit. All that stuff. Yeah, a true attack helicopter. I'm ready to strike out, and not just carry some troops into battle. I wanna really get there and blow some things up. So we'll get there. First, I gotta learn to fly it. I gotta learn to start it. I gotta learn to fly it. I gotta learn some of the systems. First, I gotta program my joysticks for it. So, start to finish, let's get in there and do it. Should be fun. New helicopter day. Oh yeah, before I do though, how about that video though? How about those explosions? And the snow? That was cool. I'm liking that. That's going to be some pretty cool. I'm not sure where that, it might have said, maybe that's Normandy map or something. I don't know, but it's something I've never seen before. See, that's what I hear, Bug Eater, is that the KA-50 is much easier to fly than the Huey. So so if that's the case, it should be pretty easy to transition into, I hope. But we'll see. All right, here we go. Let's get this centered up. Aha, look at that. I've already changed the wallpaper. I couldn't wait. I had to do that. So, yeah. Guy's acting like I'm betraying. I haven't even done anything. I'm in another helicopter. It's new helicopter day. Stop tearing me down. All right. I am gonna go in. I thought about doing training, but let's just do this. Instant action. The KA-50. Arcade. No. No. I just want a free flight. So training. KA-50. Now I could go through the startup right now, but chances are I won't remember it. So yeah, I have plenty more to learn on the. I have plenty to learn constantly on everything, but I was enjoying the Huey, but I just need to mix it up a little bit. So I feel comfortable with it. I think it's just time for me to try something a little different, something with a little more teeth, so that I have a little bit more options that I can just say, okay, I want to go out and blow something up, or to help, out other people. I can go out and run, blow up the big things and let other people come in and deploy the troops, help protect the troops, help protect other helicopters, that kind of thing. Wow. So, tell me about it. Bob was a big motivation for me to do this too. He's not very. Bob's just not very. He's kind of he's a silent type. That's all right. You'll thank me someday, Josh. When I can actually, you'll be like, oh, I wish we knew somebody in a jet that could come and help. Nobody else is around. I wish we knew somebody who had a jet that we could that could protect us, protect our poor little helicopters. All right. Man, they just don't have a free flight, so. Whatever. I'll just go to the server. Let's do this live. On a live server. What could possibly go wrong? I don't care what you say, Josh. Nothing's going to get me down. I'm Batman today. So, got my Batman shirt on. Some days you just want to be Batman, be Batman. Yeah. That Warthog, though. I saw what it did yesterday. That was exciting. But I did look at some videos of the KA-50, and I saw what kind of cannon this thing has on it. That was pretty awesome. So let's get into this thing. Alright, first thing I'm going to do here, I noticed this yesterday. So I was having a hard time hearing my Discord and stuff. This volume is like really messed up in this game though, because this is like I have no idea when they're gonna release that. I'm just next thing I know about is the Harrier, like most people, and from what I've gathered, you just can't get any kind of ETA from the developers about when anything's coming, when anything's gonna get fixed. It's just, they're on their own time, their own schedule, which I get, but I'm eagerly awaiting anything new. So I love all the new stuff that they bring. Yeah, it's like either on or off, basically. So I'll keep it down a little bit. I was having a hard time hearing my Discord yesterday because of the helicopter noise. Of course, I can see that somehow. Hey, Jay Norman. Hello. So I don't know if I can... How do you close a damn door? Alright. We'll just hit this. Maybe I didn't realize I had that window open. Okay. So we're learning the new helicopter today. Let's see, what's this? I am in DCS 1.5. Oh look, it's all in a different language. Okay, we back out for a second. So, settings. Special. KA-50. English. And let me check my trusty Chuck's guide, which you can just... I can link to it, but it's pretty easy. Just type in Chuck's Guide to KA-50 and it'll come up if you're interested. And there is actually the door. I got it. Okay. So usually there's like some tweaks and stuff that he'll mention in the beginning that you should turn on and under special, but it doesn't look like he does that in this one, so I think that's all I need. We'll just leave the trimmer mode and rudder trimmer, all that stuff, default. Now let's go back in. Oh, there's actually a key, huh? Interesting. What is... Ah, Vince, thank you. Appreciate it. While I'm getting this set up here, I'll give you a bigger look. There we go. Select roll. Gonna find my KA-50 here real quick, and then I'll switch back. There it is. Yeah, and if you're interested in any of the stuff, what it is, what specs I have, all that fun stuff, it's actually on my Twitch page at twitch.tv/nerdshowandtell. And you can find all the specs and links to all the stuff that I have here. There we go. There we go. And Vince Kyle, thank you for the subscription over on YouTube. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. So let's see here. We want to... So chances are I'm going to have to bind a key, I take it, to the door. All right. I'm going to use the auto startup the first time I go through this, and after I get my primary controls set up here. Cool. That'll help get rid of the noise. Thank you. So I'm going to go through, like I said, this is my first time being in this helicopter. I've been flying the Huey for the last 9 days or 7 days or whatever it has been. 7 days. And during my normal stream hours, which is noon to 5 every day. And so I've gotten pretty used to flying that. I'm very comfortable with that helicopter. But I'm ready to try something new. And why not just start it from scratch on stream? Here we go. Complete with having to set up my controls, which is not the most exciting thing to do. Yeah, it can't be that different. It's just got a lot of crazy guns on it. And no tail rotor, but who knows? Bug Eater tells me it's easier to fly than the Huey, so that's got me. That's got my interest peaked. So here we go, flight rudder. I always like to go through. So one of the things about Chuck's guides he has, which about, what was it, day 5, I think, of flying the Huey, I decided to go through the guide and, finally read the manual, so to speak. And I discovered this nice section about the controls and on what to bind and the curvatures and saturation, XY saturation, and the dead zones. Yeah. I've heard the hover hold and the autopilot definitely will be nice for when I'm being lazy, I guess, but or needing to target stuff. Yeah, anyway, these Chuck's guides. Schnare, thank you. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. And so anyway, these controls, the about day 5 of flying the Huey, I actually did these tweaks. And once I did it, it was crazy. It was night and day difference of flying the helicopter. It was all of a sudden I had like complete control. It was like I had actually been beating myself up with the constantly moving, going crazy with the flight controls until I made these adjustments. Once I made the adjustments, it was like, wow, a whole different ball game. It was like somebody hit the easy button. After I had all that experience of fighting it all the time, it was like, oh, look, easier, more subtle movements. So first thing I want to do with this helicopter, not wait till day 5. I'm going to do it first thing right now. And that's going to set the controls exactly the way they have them set up here in this guide. So the first one is this, the pitch. So I go into the pitch, and somebody asked me, where I do these things the other day. And this is where. So you go into Access Tune. You just go into, first you go to Access Commands, then you go to Access Tune. And what? Yeah, everybody can see that? Good. All right, so Access Tune, just saturation. X is already 100, saturation Y 85, dead zone 0. So Y needs to be set to 85. This is one thing kind of annoying, is you can't just click in there and type. You actually have to hit the slider. And if you have any kind of, there, got it. But usually it like bounces around a little bit. So then the curvature is set for 21. There we go. And there we go. Boom, that's the first one. Second one, Access Tune again. Again, he had this set to 21. That sound you heard was actually the server. They are telling people that they will basically kick you off if you get in the way of get in the runway, all that fun stuff. So again, the same thing with the saturation Y at 85. Come on, there we go. And nice and steady. There we go, 85. So 0, 100, 85, 21. 0, 100, 85, 21. Yep, perfect. Now, go over to our rudder, which is my pedals. So here's hoping they work correctly. So access tune.
This is your last chance.
Hey,
After
SP.
this, there's no turning back.
I think that's a Isgrim? Is now falling. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. So again, we're going to go through the same thing on the rudders here. We're going to do saturation 100, X 100, Y 100, and curvature is the only thing that needs changed, and that's going to be 14. So I don't think we have to invert them. I think that's only with certain aircraft. And and let's see. We go next. Rudders, check. Collective. So this was, I got asked yesterday what I do for my collective. And what I do is I invert it. I already came in here and inverted it earlier. I was going to start setting this up off stream, but I decided to wait till and do it on stream to show everybody how I do it. So I invert it, and the reason I invert it, if you look at my left, my throttle over here on the left, you can see that when in helicopters, you pull back to increase the collective and push forward to decrease it. So on jets and airplanes, it's different. You push forward to increase your throttle and pull back to decrease your throttle. So I want it as realistic with the helicopters. And again, I think I waited until like day 4 or 5 to do this with the Huey, and then I had to spend the next day relearning and adjusting. But it was a good suggestion by one of the viewers, and so I like to do it that way now. And I'll always do it that way, is make it more realistic with the movement. So the collective saturation XY is 100 and curvature 11 is the only thing that needs to be changed. There we go. And inverted, we're good. So you can see nice movements. Oh, okay. Let's see, throttle. I applied that to a slider on my control. Again, I might change all these as I get going, but that's it. So now I've heard, so since it's my first time, I'm gonna try just, why not just jump in? So I'm gonna try to do the auto start. I've ooh, is that a nice mod, huh? Does it just add more textures? Is that what it does? Okay. I might have to check that out. As long as it doesn't mess with my VR frame rate, I'll be happy with that. So, day 1, I'm going to auto start this. I had heard that it actually sometimes doesn't start up the second engine. Oh, all right. I like better. This doesn't look too bad. Actually, first thing I thought of when I sat in this cockpit. Yep, pedals are oriented right. First thing I thought about was, it looks like a Wing Commander cockpit from the game Wing Commander. I'm like, I feel like I'm in a Wing Commander cockpit. But, yeah, it's definitely like a jet, reminiscent of a jet. After flying the Huey for the last 10 days, this thing's like completely, there's a hell of a lot more buttons and screens. So it's definitely an adjustment. But, why not? So, I'm starting it. Now, I had heard, somebody has told me that this thing sometimes doesn't start up the second engine. I'm used to one engine aircraft here. The Huey just had one engine. I have flown the Mi-8. I was flying that off stream before yesterday's stream just for a little bit. But that thing's a beast, a lumbering beast. Okay, so that's just the Mi-8. All right. Yeah, I learned the startup sequence for the Mi-8 just so I could get around that bug. So they opened my door, huh? Alright. Wow, three minutes to start this aircraft. Oh, sorry, but I look down and I see rip cords. The first thing that goes through my mind is pull them. Pull the rip cords. Ah, okay. Cool. Good to know. Let's take a look from the outside, everybody. This is the KA-50. Now, I am new to DCS. Like I said, yesterday was day 10. This is day 11. And it took me a while to find DCS. But I love it now that I'm here. Yeah. So, I understand it that this was actually in the game before the A10. So everybody's like, oh, the A10. I was reading the guide. I got that from Chuck's guide. Oh, taking off. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the follow. So, 1 minute remaining, huh? So most helicopters have a tail rotor. Most helicopters, this one has dual blades, dual propeller at the top, so you don't need the tail rotor. Works differently. Oh, the bug later. All right, gotcha. I take everything so literally here. No. All right. Aircraft's ready. Let's see if I can fly this without crashing it. That's it. Coaxial rotor. Okay. So, one other thing I should actually do is look at... I assume these were going to be default set, but they're probably not. I didn't program any of the buttons. They're all on whatever the default is. And this is usually... Yeah, that's wheel brake. Alright. So it's definitely the throttles. Sometimes my cameras get in the way of the VR here. Okay, so there's... Got that there. Engine cutoff valves. Alright.
Get to the chopper!
Alright. Yeah, I flew without collective for about 8 days in the Huey. Let's see. They even have the... Alright, we're assuming. I like to just jump in sometimes. Woo! She bounces. Yeah, definitely need some trim. It is not the Huey. I did have it closed, damn it. Alright. Alright. Damn, this thing. Ooh. It's quiet. Of course, I have my volume turned down now, and since I turned it down, I can't hear anything. Actually, this thing's just much more sealed than the Huey was. Yeah, this thing you definitely need trim out of the gate. Otherwise it just pulls back. I'm going to avoid the runway area, preferably. Go over here where I can crash without hurting anybody if I have to. Wow. Okay, this is a different experience. So quiet. So yesterday I turned my volume down today because I was having a hard time hearing my Discord chats and everything else with the Huey. You know, you get your gunners back there and you open the doors and it was like just wide open. Okay.
Request Caesar.
Yeah, I got about a pretty good. I mean, you can see. No. I don't have that turned on. Yeah, you can see me working if you look at the stick. I'm working the stick. All right. So you just see I'm having to push forward just to get to level it out is about a damn, that's like a hey Shifty Mover, how's it going? That's a good percentage of the stick I have to hold up forward just to keep the nose from going up, pulling back. Let's see what happens when I get some. Hey, Lagvosky, how you doing? Let's see. So he gets some. Let's see how it goes when I get some speed. Yeah, this was so bobbing. That's just definitely that's definitely a trim thing. I'm just like constant fight. Suppose I better learn what the instrument. I could have done that before I took off. What the instruments all are. But you know, what's the fun in that? I guess. So, there's my, I got it, descent. So what's the top speed in this thing? Because I'm going to guarantee it's going to be faster than my Huey. Yeah.
Request Caesar.
She's a mean animal. Yeah, well, that's a lot faster than my little 100, 110, 120 Huey. Damn, this thing. I do understand. Yeah, the view is different. I mean, this thing's like definitely like a fighter. I mean, you're like flying a jet cockpit with a helicopter. Thank you, Shifty Mover. Welcome to the stream. Somebody's actually taking crates for a ride long distance. Oh, wow. Somebody's put down some AA that's taking out some people. That's funny. Oh, that's an MI8. Yeah, I'm used to the Huey. I'm like trying to do tricks. Yeah, she's yeah, I deployed a Hawk system. What the? A little lag. So let me look at the... Oh, that's nuts. Not really getting any frame rate issues. Yeah. We're online. I joined up on a server just to fly it around. 107 Inferno, 107 through the Inferno. That's it. Wow. Okay. Whew. Now I have a little bit more of an idea of what to expect. Go back over, land, and check out my trim settings. It's so weird seeing monitors and stuff. Damn. Yeah, the Huey, I love the Huey. Everybody knows that. I've been talking about it for the last 10 days. But I have fun with that now. It's definitely different. I need something that I can switch into so I can do other roles besides just transporting and search and rescue. Wow, this thing. She bucks. It's like riding a bucking horse here. Oh, new helicopter day. Learning, starting all over. Damn, I just saw that MI8 throw a box across the... Yeah. Yeah, this thing... Oh, yeah. Oh, there, girl. Easy. Quit fighting me. Bounce. Nice. So she definitely rolls. Not that way. Oh, my throttle works. Man, I might have to do this in like moderation. Might have to jump back to my Huey every once in a while just to remember I can fly. All right. So let's see here. There is a trimmer set. Ah, that's not good. Why is that done? Alright, so what the heck is it using here? Huh. Really? That's trimmer? Okay. Oh yeah, it is trimmer. Look at that. So they're saying trimmer up. Alright, I should just go through and do all these. So we'll make the trimmer up.
Focus. In field 3-1. Request bogey dope.
Oh, come on. So we'll just do that. Trimmer reset. They want it to be down. Yeah, the VRS and the Huey, until you realize it was very hard to get used to. Many crashes. Keeping the... I found the Huey, how I prevent my... I haven't had many problems with VRS after I knew that never to let it go below 500 descent when you're coming in like that. Let's see.
Focus. In field 3-1. Request picture.
So there we go. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Have a good one. So, what's the recommended trim on this thing? For a normal? Yeah. Yeah, yesterday was my day 10 of flying the Huey. And it was day 10. I really felt confident. And I flew it today earlier off stream, and I was flying backwards and forwards and all kinds of different directions without any problem. Let me try. Just
Смотри экран. Смотри экран.
she don't need to yell at me. So this thing can. Ah. Less fight. Way too much. Alright. So let me see something here. So the gear can come up. Nice. Gonna have to bind that to something. There's something about a helicopter that can raise its gear. I love it. Oh, not that way. No. Okay, stop looking at that view. That would probably be Josh, I assume. Ah, I can tell you. It's like a relief. I set that trim and I'm just like, ah. It's still not perfect, but it's like night and day. It's a lot better than it was.
Выпусти шасси. Выпусти шасси.
I'm gonna pretend that red's bad. I think she just cursed me out. She's cussing me out. Definitely different. New helicopter day. Yeah, that was kind of what started me off on this too. Is, you know, yesterday we were flying around. I was in a Huey and he was in the Gazelle, and I was bringing in troops but the Huey's only good with infantry. It's not good when you're running up against APCs and any kind of armor or anything at all. Definitely different kind of bird. I'm so used to pulling back all the way on the throttle here and then having it like start to whine or, you know, get really angry. Easy there. Damn, this thing is... Did somebody come out here and deploy a system? Yeah, somebody been busy. I like it. This is... She's still a helicopter. Getting some lag by this airbase again. There's something about it. I think it usually has to do. It must. I wonder if it's that. There's something that causes lag every once in a while. Like takes a big performance hit, and it just happens once in a while. Takes a little getting used to where to look for things now on the dash. Ah, Huey. I still love it. Oh, another Huey. It's like I'm getting... It's like they're all... trying to make me feel bad. Oh, crap.
Выпусти шасси. Выпусти шасси.
Oh, that's not good. Wow. Oh, I'm gonna need landing gear, aren't I? No. Jesus. Now what I need is a way to increase and decrease trim without setting it, but I don't think that's an option here. We're just gonna roll down here. Wheel brake. Nope, not that brake. Yeah. She's different. Yeah. That's a lot of features. Okay. Well, trim definitely helps, but I'm gonna have to learn to adjust that more frequently. I know what I want. Gear. Gear lever. Really? Just a button, huh? Always trying to figure out where to map things to. Okay, we'll go with that for now.
Смотри экран. Смотри экран.
Right now, I've only flown the only other one. I guess I've flown the MI8 too, but my favorite heli, I gotta say right now, it's the Huey. But this is a different animal.
Смотри экран.
I take it gets really ticked off
Смотри
if you
экран.
get ticked off if I increase the throttle too quickly. What the hell was that? Is that you, Josh? You're gonna get kicked off server again. Alright, let's try this. A little increase. See, my binds are, they have me, it's kind of messed up. You end up getting a different to adjust trim is different on the Huey than it is here. So
Request Caesar.
I mean, I love the Huey, but right now I know it because I could fly that one really good. Or just good enough. I think one of his rockets blew up and boosted me off the pad. Oh, don't want to go that way. Okay. This thing doesn't suffer VRS like the Huey.
Выпусти шасси.
But
Выпусти шасси.
what the hell is that? Every time these mission things come up, it like almost freezes the game. Okay, this should be landing gear. Which I think I might just do it.
Выпусти шасси. Выпусти шасси.
Okay, that was you, huh? That was, in fact, I almost crashed into you is more like it. If I would have hit VRS, I would have...
Смотри экран.
That might-
Смотри экран.
Oh, my gear were down.
2. Select.
Nope. See how much we can beat the hell out of this thing.
Course 2-1. Request takeoff.
Alright. That was just not going to end well.
Смотри экран.
Well, that was first crash. So I thought my gear were down. I think they were. I think I came down too hard. Or they weren't down yet. That's probably what happened. Okay. So, just really quickly. I know. Supposed to be doing new helicopter day, but I did do something pre-stream that I wanted to. Yeah. It just I hit it, but it wasn't down yet. I'm probably already gonna regret this. I did something before stream and it doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem fitting using it unless I'm in the Huey. So I'm gonna do something in the Huey real quick. Look at that, nice and level flight. I made a new sound clip. It's just the beginning part, but I wanted to be able to use it. And it only seems fitting in this aircraft. So I made that nice little clip, but I also have another one I wanted to do. All right, back to the KA-50. There we go. She's a good bird. But back to the KA-50. In fact, I'm going to go back here and I'm going to do the startup sequence. Actually, before I do that, I gotta take a quick couple-minute break. I'll be right back. Whew. Warm today. I will be right back. right, I'm back. Hope everybody had a good break. I did. Got a new drink. So I'm going to get back. I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, it's so hard. Hey, Black Magic. It's so hard to start a new helicopter or a new, probably any aircraft, just because. Oh yeah, no problem. You got those good. And I also linked to the arms, but the arms for the chair, the mounts I used, and they're out of stock, but I linked to them anyway. So you might be able to find them or something like them somewhere else. For those that don't know, Black Magic is looking into building this chair, the add-on to the chair that I made. So, yeah, it's under it's right at its parts list. It's in my about section under the chair, right below. Yeah, it's parts list. And for those that have looked at the pictures before, I did add more pictures to that section that show the metal pieces I made in the cuts, which, believe me, I used a hand like Dremel saw thing, metal saw, and my cuts were not exact. They're not exact duplicates, but they did the job. They just needed to. You just have to cut off that one corner so that you can mount them at an angle underneath on the chair, and they don't. There's actually a metal reinforcement thing that where the pipe connects to the chair. You have to avoid that. There's a piece there that you have to avoid, so you have to cut off the corner on one side. And you can see the metal pieces before I painted them and everything. And also the ones I made for the joysticks and the throttle. And those were just pieces that are used to make like decks. So, hey! How you doing? Tiger. How's it going? Yeah, back to DCS. Let's get back into this KA-5. Oh yeah. The weight of the controllers. First of all, the joystick of the Warthog comes with a big, huge honking metal plate that it's mounted to. Get rid of that. That's all I removed for the joystick. I just removed that and then mounted it to this. That was enough to lighten the load there. But now the throttle has two plates. If you have, the Warthog, it has actually two plates. For some reason, I don't know why they did this, but there's actually two plates. You can take off one plate and just take off one plate completely, so it doesn't make any difference. But if you open up the joystick, you open up the throttle, and you open up the inside, they also added like a ton of weights, literally weights, inside the throttle to keep it, probably to keep it on the desk and keep it stable. But that's not needed anymore, so just take all the weights, take that extra plate, just use one plate on the bottom, and that'll lighten up. That lightens up the joystick enough, probably a lot, at least half the weight of what it originally was. So then that's light enough. So that's all I did there. Yep. Yeah, there's literally I couldn't believe how many weights they had in that thing. And then the double plate, I think they even made this. Yeah, it has weights inside, and then also that second plate. I think they added that second plate to make it even heavier. So there you go. Easy to dump some weight. Okay, back into DCS here. What I'm going to do is check out... Oh, what's that? Stop. All right. Yeah, it's not even distribute the weight. I mean, it's literally there to keep it, probably to keep it from sliding around on the desk and to keep it weighted down on the rubber pads that come with it. So I just got rid of the one with the rubber pads on it. Yep, I've been flying. I'm flying the KA-50 today. This is my first time flying this helicopter. I am now switching to this one to learn this one. I did the Huey for the last 10 days, and now it's time to do this one. So exciting. I just flew it around. I got my joysticks, the access tuned, and now I'm going to go in. I'm actually going to look at the startup of the KA-50 to see how this is. Yeah, I'll get there. I just need to I'm going to be looking at the SRS and a couple of different voice attack things as well once I get this, probably after I start learning more on this one. I just need to find the time off stream to do a lot of that stuff. And I've been so busy with adding things for the stream, getting things ready, that I haven't had time to look into new utilities. But yeah, I know about them. They're on my list.
Good morning. In today's lesson, we will learn how to start the KA-50 Black Shark from a cold start using an abbreviated startup checklist. I have disabled your HOTAS control synchronization for the duration of this course, as it can interfere with the training instructions. This mission follows and is based on the steps found in the original video released by Eagle Dynamics. This training mission is designed to standardize the style of training in Black Shark with the training found in DCS A10C Warthog. If you're having trouble hearing me, exit the mission and turn down the world and end cockpit sounds. If you have disabled your spacebar key as your fire button, please enable it for this mission to work properly. To get started, we need some power.
I will
Turn
win
on
the
the two
crowd.
battery switches by opening their covers.
Hey, Black Magic, thank you for the host.
I will give them something they've never seen before.
Against accidental bumping during flight. Remember, it is always a good idea to close the safety covers on your switches.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Now that we have power, turn on the intercom switch and the R800 radio using the VHF2 switch on the wall panel.
Look at that. Cool. Sounds good. Yeah, let me know how it goes. I sourced, just so you know, I sourced all the material from Home Depot, so you can find everything there. Except for the arm mounts themselves. Alright, okay.
Turn on the transmission, hydraulics, and Ecron power switch located on the back panel. Then reset the master caution push light that is blinking red on the front left of your front panel.
Oh, you gotta be
Remember to
kidding.
close the cover on the Ecron switch. Press the spacebar to continue
This
after
is-
you have turned off the master caution light.
Oh man, this is making me crank behind here. Is that the right one? Okay.
Turn on the inertial navigation unit, or INU, located on the back panel.
Damn, they keep making me flip around here. Twisting my neck off.
Next, turn on the K041 targeting control system on the left panel and the Abras power switch on the front panel.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna remember this.
Turn on the standby attitude indicator and the fuel gauge, then turn on the fire suppression systems by opening the cover and right-clicking the switch to ensure it is in the operation mode.
All right. I'm going to study the guide and learn the startup procedure from that, because this guy just... I can't see some of those switches it's having me highlight. It's hard to tell which one they're talking about, and I remember things a lot better by reading them than seeing some glowing tutorial. I got to go at my own pace. But I can go into... this navigation.
Good morning. In today's lesson we will be covering en route navigation using the ABRIS, PVI 800, and the autopilot. This mission follows the original en route navigation training video released by Eagle Dynamics, but brings the training into the cockpit for a hands-on experience. If you are having trouble hearing me, exit the mission and turn down the...
I like autopilot.
I have disabled your HOTAS control synchronization for the duration of this mission, as it can interfere with training instructions. If you have disabled your spacebar key as your fire button, please enable it for this mission to work properly. Two systems on the KA-50 Black Shark we'll be concentrating on in this mission are the ABRIS AMMS, or Advanced Moving Map System, and the PVI 800 Navigation System. The two systems are independent of each other. The PVI 800 can only use up to 6 pre-programmed waypoints that are loaded from the mission editor and cannot use navigation data entered into the ABRIS during the flight. The ABRIS uses data from satellites and onboard sensors to determine its position and heading. It has a suite of useful digital readouts, including the moving map that displays your position on a topographical moving map of the region. Keep this limit in mind if you plan to create missions in the mission editor.
Holy crap.
You should perform a test of the navigation system prior to takeoff. Make sure the radar altimeter needle is pointed to 0. Set the minimum safe altitude by using the adjustment knob. When the altitude of the aircraft falls below this point, an alarm will sound. The default setting is 100 meters. Set it to 105 meters by rotating your mouse wheel over the adjustment knob. Check that the heading indication on the HSI and magnetic compass are in relation to your takeoff heading. Check that the gold NDB radio bearing RMI needle is correct on the HSI. For this flight and the ADF channel that has been selected, the needle should be pointing to about 29 degrees. Set the mode select switch on the PVI 800 to the operate mode. Press the waypoint push light on the keypad to enter waypoint navigation mode. The light will be blue when on. Press the number 1 key on the PVI 800 keypad to select waypoint 1 as our steer point, and then press the spacebar key to continue.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, man, they didn't spare no expense on the voice acting. This guy sounds more excited. He sounds so excited to be there today. I'm just saying. I'm not getting the feeling. It's probably Bob. I'm getting the feeling he may not like his job. That's the feeling I get. Zoom in here. I assume that's operate. And then WTP. I'm actually in a training video. But I'll take your word for it. This thing says press WPT and then 1, right? Okay. Oh, what happened? I think he heard me talking about him. He quit. What's happening? They just left me here.
Set the DH
there we go.
DTA switch, or desired heading, desired track angle switch, next to the HSI to the auto position. Set the DH or DT, desired heading, desired track submode switch on the autopilot panel to the DH position. In the DH mode, the aircraft will turn toward your current steer point. In DT mode, the aircraft will intercept the desired course track and stabilize on it. Turn the Abris to the map screen by hitting the nav key or push button 5.
Holy crap, that's nice. I think I did that right. Ooh, I can control the camera. I wonder if those are the defaults. No, but I'm gonna keep them that way. So, push button 5, huh?
Now hit the map button on the Abris or push button 2 to select the map options. Press push button 3 to zoom in and push button 4 to zoom out to scale the map so you can see today's course. Press the spacebar when you are ready to continue.
I see.
Ensure that the INU heading data switch is set to the gyro or directional gyro position. In most missions, this switch is set to gyro by default. Check the aircraft's position on the Abris to ensure it is at the initial start point and the heading is to the first waypoint. Then start the flight time clock by left-clicking once on the left clock lever.
That's not English. Or my they say so.
Using your HOTAS, slowly move the collective forward and gradually move the cyclic forward to take off. Maintain your heading down the runway. Once you have gained some altitude, press G on the keyboard to raise your landing gear. Try to maintain a speed of about 200 kph by moving the cyclic forward or backwards to pitch the nose of the aircraft up or down about 5 degrees. Once you have reached stable flight, trim your aircraft to reduce some of the forces and inputs required to fly the aircraft. If it's not correct, trim the aircraft again to achieve the desired goal. When you trim the aircraft, it may be necessary to pull back on the stick so the nose of the aircraft doesn't point downward violently. Press the spacebar to continue when you have trimmed your aircraft and are stable.
All right, that's cute. Yeah. She bobs left and right a lot. Come on. Jesus. Bob, Bob, Bob. What the? Get some Beach Boys music for this freaking bird. Taking trim off and it just bounces so bad. God damn. I have absolute. What the hell? Uh-oh. Gee, thanks, Windows. My streaming machine says it's low on memory, which that should not happen. Cancel? 1 second. This is... I don't want to